Life often feels like a grand, intricate tapestry, doesn't it? Woven with threads of aspiration, challenge, fleeting joys, and gnawing doubts. We stand at the precipice of our potential, gazing out at the vast, uncharted ocean of what could be, and sometimes, the sheer enormity of it can be paralyzing. We dream of monumental shifts, of sudden, seismic transformations, believing that only a colossal effort can yield a colossal reward. But what if the secret, the true alchemy of an extraordinary life, isn't found in one earth-shattering revelation, but in the quiet, persistent whisper of small habits? What if the giants of industry, the visionaries who sculpted our modern world, in Edison, tirelessly failing his way to light? A Carnegie, forging an empire from steel and sheer will. A Disney, painting dreams into reality. A Lincoln, stoically holding a fractured nation together. A Ford, democratizing mobility for the masses. Didn't he achieve their legendary status through a single stroke of genius, but through an unwavering devotion to the seemingly insignificant? Consider the acorn. A tiny, unassuming seed, yet within its humble shell lies the blueprint for an oak, a towering titan of the forest, a silent testament to endurance and growth. It doesn't burst forth overnight, it expands, millimeter by painstaking millimeter, drawing sustenance from the earth, reaching for the sun, until one day, it casts a magnificent shadow. Our lives are much the same. We yearn for the oak, but we often neglect the acorn. We chase the dazzling, spectacular outcome, overlooking the foundational power of consistent, almost imperceptible shifts. This isn't about grand gestures or superhuman feats. This is about the subtle art of realignment, the quiet power of deliberate intention, repeated daily, until it becomes the very fiber of who you are. This is about understanding that the life you yearn for isn't an accident, it's the inevitable culmination of your smallest, most consistent choices. It's about recognizing that the journey from where you are to where you dare to be isn't a single leap, but a series of committed, unwavering steps. Think of the human mind, this incredible, boundless frontier. It's not merely a vessel for thoughts, it's a fertile garden, and whatever you plant in it, whether weeds of doubt or seeds of ambition, will inevitably flourish. Too often, we allow the insidious tendrils of negativity, of self-limiting beliefs, to choke the vibrant potential within us. We become prisoners of our own internal dialogue, victims of narratives crafted by fear, by past failures, by the echoing opinions of others. But what if you could meticulously cultivate that garden? What if you could consciously choose the seeds you sow? This is where the first small habit takes root, mastering your morning ritual. It's not about waking up at an ungodly hour for the sake of it, but about reclaiming the first precious moments of your day. Before the world intrudes with its demands, before the notifications clamor for attention, before the urgent overshadows the important, take command. Imagine a fortress, impenetrable and serene. That's what your morning can be. Dedicated to conscious creation, not reactive consumption. This might mean 5 minutes of absolute silence, allowing your mind to quiet the incessant chatter and connect with a deeper sense of purpose. It might be journaling, spilling out your thoughts, clarifying your intentions, releasing the mental clutter that weighs you down. It could be movement, a deliberate awakening of your physical form, a reminder of the power and vitality within you. Or it could be dedicated study, immersing yourself in the wisdom that fuels your growth. The form is less important than the intention. The goal is to set a positive, proactive tone for the hours that follow, to impress upon your subconscious mind that you are in control, that you are the architect of this day, not merely a passenger. This small act of defiance against the chaotic currents of modern life is a monumental step toward self-mastery. It's the subtle shift that compounds over weeks, months, years, shaping not just your days, but the very trajectory of your destiny. From the deliberate silence of a morning ritual, we move into the profound realm of clarity and focused intention. It's not enough to simply want something. The universe, and indeed your own subconscious, responds not to vague desires, but to crystal clear commands. Imagine trying to navigate a ship without a compass, without a destination. You might drift aimlessly, carried by currents, never reaching a desired port. Many of us live our lives this way, reacting to circumstances, buffeted by external pressures, without a precise understanding of where we are headed. The second small habit, therefore, is to define your definite chief aim. This isn't a wish, it's a declaration. It's a bold, unambiguous statement of your most fervent desire, articulated with such precision that it becomes a guiding star. Napoleon Hill spoke of this as the starting point of all achievement, and his wisdom resonates even more powerfully in our age of distraction. What is the one thing, above all others, that you are committed to achieving? Is it a specific financial milestone, a certain level of health and vitality, a profound impact on your community, the mastery of a skill, or the creation of a particular legacy? Don't generalize. Specificity is the key that unlocks the door to manifestation. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Visualize it daily. Let it become an internal compass, guiding your decisions, influencing your actions, and filtering out the myriad distractions that would derail you. Every choice you make, every opportunity you consider, should be weighed against this definitive aim. Does it move you closer, or further away? This simple filter, applied consistently, becomes an incredibly powerful mechanism for eliminating noise and amplifying purpose. It's the difference between a scattered shotgun blast and a laser-focused beam. With clarity of aim established, the third vital habit emerges, cultivating an attitude of unwavering belief. Belief, in this context, is not merely optimism, it's a profound, unshakable conviction in your ability to achieve your definite chief aim, regardless of current circumstances or past failures. Think of Thomas Edison. He didn't invent the light bulb on his first attempt, or his 100th, or even his 1000th. He famously remarked, "I have not failed 10,000 times, I've successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." His belief in the possibility of electric light transcended every setback. His failures were not deterrents but data points, each bringing him closer to his ultimate success. This level of belief isn't innate for most, it's cultivated through deliberate action. It's nurtured by surrounding yourself with supportive minds, by consuming empowering knowledge, by consciously challenging every limiting thought that arises. It's fortified by consistently taking action, however small, towards your aim, and celebrating those small victories. Each step, each tiny success, reinforces the belief that you can. This habit demands vigilance. The world, with its relentless negativity, its constant barrage of reasons why you can't, will try to erode your conviction. Your task is to stand guard at the gates of your mind, fiercely protecting the fertile ground of your belief from the invasive weeds of doubt. Repeat affirmations not as empty phrases, but as declarations of truth you are actively imprinting on your subconscious. Visualize success not as a distant fantasy, but as an inevitable outcome. This isn't magical thinking, it's the psychological priming that prepares your mind and body to seize opportunities and overcome obstacles that would otherwise seem insurmountable. Having anchored yourself with an unwavering belief, the fourth small habit calls you to action, specifically, to embrace the power of focused action. It's the bridge between intention and realization. We live in an age of abundant information, often leading to analysis paralysis. We consume endless advice, attend countless webinars, and read innumerable books, but often fail to translate that knowledge into tangible results. Knowledge, without application, is merely potential energy, dormant and unfulfilled. Napoleon Hill emphasized the crucial role of taking initiative, of stepping out of the realm of thought and into the arena of doing. This habit isn't about frantic, haphazard activity. It's about deliberate, persistent, intelligent action aligned with your definite chief aim. Break down your grand vision into smaller, manageable steps. What is the single most important action you can take today to move you closer to your goal? Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. It might be a difficult phone call, an hour dedicated to a challenging project, the crafting of a crucial email, or even just researching the next vital piece of information. The key is consistency, even when motivation wanes. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. The cumulative effect of these small, consistent actions is staggering. Think of a river carving a canyon. It doesn't happen with a sudden deluge, but with the relentless, unceasing flow of water, drop by infinitesimal drop, eroding rock over millennia. Your consistent action, however small, is that persistent current, steadily shaping your reality. Resist the urge to wait for inspiration to strike, or for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The moment you choose to act. Flowing seamlessly from action is the fifth habit, cultivating a burning desire. This isn't a fleeting whim or a casual preference, it's an all-consuming, unyielding passion that fuels your persistence through every setback and challenge. Look at Henry Ford. When he envisioned the automobile accessible to the common person, he faced immense skepticism, technical hurdles, and financial constraints. Yet, his desire to put the world on wheels was so profound that it propelled him through years of experimentation, innovation, and unwavering determination. He didn't just want to build cars, he was obsessed with it. This burning desire is the emotional engine of achievement. It's what ignites your resolve when obstacles appear insurmountable. It's what drives you to find solutions where others see only dead ends. How do you cultivate such a fire? By consistently connecting with why your definite chief aim matters so deeply to you. Visualize the feeling of achieving it. Immerse yourself in the positive impact it will have on your life, and potentially, on the lives of others. Read stories of those who have achieved similar feats. Surround yourself with individuals who embody the same passion. Protect this flame fiercely, for it is the wellspring of your energy and resilience. Without it, action becomes drudgery, and challenges become insurmountable. With it, every obstacle becomes an opportunity to test the strength of your conviction and fan the flames of your purpose. As we embrace the transformative power of burning desire, we inevitably encounter the sixth essential habit, practicing relentless persistence. This is where many journeys falter. The path to any significant achievement is rarely a straight, smooth road. It's often winding, fraught with detours, unexpected potholes, and formidable roadblocks. Many embark with enthusiasm, but when the initial excitement fades, and the first major obstacle looms, they retreat. Persistence is the steel in your spine, the unwavering resolve to continue when every fiber of your being screams to quit. Abraham Lincoln, arguably one of America's greatest leaders, faced a relentless barrage of defeats, business failures, electoral losses, personal tragedies before ascending to the presidency and guiding a nation through its darkest hour. His story isn't one of unblemished triumph, but of incredible, almost superhuman, persistence. He simply refused to be defeated. This habit isn't about brute force, it's about strategic tenacity. It means learning from every setback, not seeing it as a failure, but as feedback. It means adapting your approach, seeking new knowledge, and perhaps most importantly, developing an unbreakable inner narrative that tells you, unequivocally, that you will prevail. When you hit a wall, don't just push harder, look for a way around, over, or even through it. Reevaluate your methods, but never your ultimate objective. Persistence is the crucible in which character is forged and true mastery is attained. It's the understanding that effort, consistently applied, eventually compounds into breakthroughs. It's the quiet conviction that the seemingly impossible will yield to unwavering determination. Building on the foundation of persistence, the seventh habit guides us to leverage the power of the mastermind. Napoleon Hill meticulously documented how every truly great achievement in history was the result, either directly or indirectly, of a harmonious alliance of minds working toward a common objective. Think of the collective genius behind Apple, or the scientific breakthroughs that emerged from the Manhattan Project. No one achieves greatness in isolation. This habit involves deliberately seeking out and collaborating with individuals whose knowledge, skills, and perspectives complement your own. It's not about surrounding yourself with yes men but with those who challenge your thinking, offer diverse insights, and elevate your ambition. This mastermind group could be formal, like a dedicated advisory board, or informal, like a trusted circle of friends and mentors with whom you regularly exchange ideas and support. The magic lies in the synergy created when two or more minds, imbued with a common purpose, come together. Their combined intelligence and energy far exceed the sum of their individual parts. This habit requires humility, the willingness to admit you don't have all the answers, and generosity, the willingness to contribute your own strengths to the collective. It means actively listening, respectfully debating, and collaboratively problem-solving. It's understanding that your potential expands exponentially when you wisely connect with the intellect and experience of others who share your vision and genuinely desire your success. From the collaborative power of the mastermind, we pivot to the crucial eighth habit, embracing and applying specialized knowledge. In an age of information overload, it's tempting to become a generalist, knowing a little about many things but excelling at none. While a broad understanding can be valuable, true mastery and significant achievement often stem from a deep dive into specific areas. Think of the pioneers of any field: the medical innovator, the technological disruptor, the artistic genius. They didn't just dabble, they immersed themselves, consuming every available piece of information, experimenting tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of what was known. This habit isn't just about accumulating facts, it's about actively seeking, absorbing, and then applying the specific knowledge necessary to achieve your definite chief aim. It means identifying the crucial skills, insights, and information gaps that stand between you and your goal, and then systematically filling them. This could involve formal education, but more often, in today's rapidly evolving world, it involves self-directed learning, devouring books, taking specialized online courses, attending workshops, seeking out mentors, and constantly experimenting. It's a commitment to lifelong learning, not as a passive recipient, but as an active seeker and practitioner. The world rewards those who bring unique value, and specialized knowledge is the currency of that value. It's the relentless pursuit of becoming an authority, an expert, in the area most critical to your mission. This consistent dedication to learning and practical application sets the stage for genuine innovation and leadership. As we accumulate specialized knowledge and forge ahead with persistent action, the ninth vital habit comes into play, cultivating a positive mental attitude and gratitude. It's easy to get caught in the trap of focusing on what's lacking, what's gone wrong, or what challenges lie ahead. But your mental landscape directly influences your external reality. A negative mindset acts like a magnet for further negativity, while a positive, grateful outlook attracts opportunities and solutions. This isn't about ignoring problems or adopting a naive optimism. It's about consciously choosing your perspective, even in the face of adversity. Think of Walt Disney. He faced countless rejections, financial crises, and artistic setbacks. Yet, he maintained an unwavering belief in the power of imagination and the joy it could bring, constantly focusing on the vision he was determined to manifest. His resilience stemmed from an innate optimism and a deep passion for his work. This habit means regularly practicing gratitude, not just for the grand achievements, but for the small blessings, the daily lessons, the very breath in your lungs. It means reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, setbacks as lessons, and disappointments as temporary detours. It means actively seeking the good in every situation, even when it's hard to find. A positive mental attitude isn't a passive state, it's an active practice, a deliberate cultivation of thoughts and emotions that empower you. It's the internal sunshine that allows your ambitions to flourish, even when external clouds gather. It's the understanding that your state of mind is your most powerful asset, and guarding it fiercely is paramount to your success and well-being. Finally, as we integrate all these powerful habits, we arrive at the 10th, and perhaps most encompassing, practice, embracing adaptability and resilience in the face of adversity. Life, as we know it, is not a static canvas, it's a dynamic, ever-changing masterpiece in motion. No matter how meticulously you plan, how intensely you desire, or how diligently you work, unforeseen challenges will arise. Markets will shift, technologies will evolve, personal circumstances will change, and unexpected setbacks will inevitably occur. This isn't a question of if adversity will strike, but when. The ability to not just survive these storms, but to emerge stronger, more insightful, and more determined, is the hallmark of true enduring success. Consider the mighty redwood, a symbol of immense strength and longevity. Its roots intertwine with those of other redwoods, creating an incredibly resilient network, allowing it to withstand powerful winds and floods. Yet, individual trees must also bend with the gale, shed old branches, and constantly adapt to their changing environment. Your journey demands a similar flexibility. Adaptability isn't about abandoning your definite chief aim, it's about adjusting your sails, not your destination, when the winds change. It's about being nimble enough to pivot, to innovate, to learn new skills, and to embrace new methods when old ones prove ineffective. It requires a mindset that sees change not as a threat, but as an inherent part of growth. Resilience, on the other hand, is the inner fortitude to bounce back from failure, disappointment, or loss. It's the unwavering spirit that refuses to be broken, the quiet strength that allows you to absorb the blow, learn the lesson, and rise again, perhaps even more determined than before. Think of the great innovators like Steve Jobs. He was famously fired from the very company he co-founded, a setback that would crush most individuals. Yet, he used that period to create Next and Pixar, ultimately returning to Apple and leading it to unprecedented heights. His story is a testament to the transformative power of resilience, the capacity to turn crushing defeat into fertile ground for future triumphs. This habit demands a high degree of self-awareness. It means understanding your emotional responses to stress and setback, and developing healthy coping mechanisms. It means seeking out lessons in every challenge, extracting wisdom from every misstep. It requires an unwavering belief in your capacity to learn, to grow, and to overcome. It's the understanding that scars are not symbols of weakness, but badges of honor, proof of battles fought and wisdom gained. It's the recognition that true failure only occurs when you cease to try. When you cultivate adaptability, you become like water, capable of flowing around obstacles, finding new paths, and shaping the terrain around you. When you embody resilience, you become unbreakable, your spirit a forge in which every setback is transformed into strength. These 10 small habits: mastering your morning, defining your definite chief aim, cultivating unwavering belief, embracing focused action, fueling with burning desire, practicing relentless persistence, leveraging the master mind, applying specialized knowledge, fostering a positive mental attitude, and embracing adaptability and resilience are not isolated techniques. They are interconnected threads in the tapestry of a life lived with purpose and power. They are the daily disciplines that compound over time, imperceptibly at first, then dramatically, until you look back and realize the incredible distance you've traveled. This isn't about overnight success, it's about enduring transformation. It's about becoming the person capable of achieving your grandest visions. It's about understanding that the monumental achievements you admire in others were never accidents, but the inevitable harvest of consistent, deliberate, small acts performed with an unwavering commitment to a higher ideal. The power is not in the size of the habit, but in the unwavering consistency of its application. So, what small habit will you commit to today? What tiny, deliberate step will you take to begin forging the extraordinary life that awaits you? The journey of 1,000 miles truly begins with that single, intentional step, repeated, day after day, until the impossible becomes your inevitable reality. The canvas of your life is waiting. Begin painting your masterpiece, one deliberate stroke at a time. The time for dreaming is over. The time for doing is now.